So good morning, good afternoon, good evening everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Rajendra Mehta Show. And today we'll be focusing towards the Python fundamentals. I'll take you through to the different aspects of how quickly you can learn the Python. So I'll be sharing my screen, and first we'll start with downloading Anaconda.
Okay, just give me a moment. So let's say if I'll type it over here, Anaconda. Okay, you go to Google, yeah, and you type over here Anaconda, and you will get this. Okay, go to Anaconda, yeah, and then once you will go to Anaconda, whether you are using Windows, MacBook, or Linux machine, you can download accordingly, yeah. So you can see over here, you can get started downloading it, yeah. And if you find any challenges, you can definitely uh, come put that in the comment section. Okay, you can go to the individual edition over here, because you're not going to use at this moment for commercial thing, right? And so these are the different packages you're going to get once you will get an Anaconda as well. And this is something that this is the user interface will look like, right, once you will install Anaconda. So let me just show you how you're going to install Anaconda. Yeah, it will be look like this. So whether you are using Windows, Mac OS, or Linux, you can download it. Let's say I am using 64-bit graphical installer, 510 MB. It could be 64-bit graphical installer for MacBook, okay, or it could be for Linux, right? You can download this, and once you download and approach it, it will be look like this, right? So you can see that the different different application we can see over here, right? So in this case, we're gonna use application called Jupyter. Okay, this is Jupyter Notebook. So once you click on launch, it will be look like this. It will be look like this. Once you will click on Jupyter Notebook, it will be open this. And if you are not able to this would not be open on server, you can simply copy this web link and paste it over there, and you will get you will get in Jupyter Notebook over there, right? So it would be look like this. Okay, so let's say if I'll paste that link over here, it will be look like this. Now let's say you wanted to have a new file. So one option is you can go to new, Python new, you click on that. Another option is you can go to you can go and of course you can get, so you can see over here the new file is created, right? Let me quickly show you that. Yeah, so you can see that now you wanted to rename it, right? So let's say Python fundamentals underscore test. So I have just renamed it. You can see that, right? This is as much as easy as like this, right? Now let's say you wanted to save this particular file, right? So you can go save as is the option. You want to rename is the option. You wanted to do, let's say, download this as an HTML or latex format, markdown, notebook, PDF file latex, .rst, .python, reveal.js slides. So there are n number of things are there, right? Which you can use at the most probably in data science, we're going to use the Jupyter Notebook, because whether you are working on any of the cloud, you will be getting the kernel, which is quite look like Jupyter Notebook only, right? So this is what about the file. If you can go to the edit, you can cut cell, copy cell, you can delete cells. What I mean by cell over here is, you can see this is the cell. Okay, if this is, you are inside the cells, that you can see that, right? You are inside the cell. You can write something. Yeah, when I press escape, okay, when I press escape, you can see that I'm outside that kernel. Okay, it become blue as well. If I press enter, I'm inside that cell, it looks green as well, right? And now let's say I wanted to write my first command, print, okay, double inverted comma, this is my first code. Yeah, this is my first code. So I'll get an output like this, right? This is my first code. Now let's say I wanted to add one more cell above it. Just press A. Okay. Let's say I wanted to add one more cell below it. Just press B. Okay. You can add as many S cell as you wish. Let's say I wanted to copy this and paste it into nest cell. Just press C and V. It would be created over there, right? And you can write that this is my second code. Okay, press Control Enter. You will get that, right? Then we have the view option. Okay, you can have a toggler header, toggler toolbar, toggler line numbers, cell toolbar. Then you have an insert option. You wanted to, let's say I told you to, have a shortcut, right? You press A to add the cell above it. You press B. So similar way you can do it from here as well. You can do it from here as well. Plus you can do cut. You can also copy selected cell. You can paste that. You can go up, you can go down, you can run the entire you can run this cell, you can stop the script. So a lot of things are there, right? Now let's say I wanted to want which kind of different shortcuts are there, right? What you can do is you can go to help, and you can just type the keyboard shortcuts. Again, I'll show you. You can go to help, and you can just see the keyboard shortcut. So you can see that F for find and replace, Control Shift F for open the command petals, P for open the command petal. You can see Shift V for paste the cell above, X for cut the selected cell, C for copy selected cell, A for insert cell. Yeah, so these are the lot of shortcuts commands are there. Slowly and gradually, once you will start working upon that, you will get a fair idea about it, right? Let's say you are not getting you're not having a fair idea about the Jupyter notebook. You can go to help, and you can say user interface too, right? So it will give you a different user interface, right? This is a file name, then not menu bar. This is a mode indicator, right? Which mode here we are into, right? So you can see that this is the edit mode, right? And then if I'll go next, what is this? This is the edit mode, right? And you notice that the border around the currently active cell change color, right? So typing will insert the text into the currently active cell, right? You can click here to get a list of all the keyboard shortcuts as well as I showed you. You will get all the information to the regarding the Jupyter notebook from help itself, right? Now there are different documentation also available. Let's say you wanted to get an fair idea about let's say, okay, let's say you wanted to get an fair idea about the NumPy, right? Which the library, you can just open that here. SciPy, you can open here. And believe me, this documentation is quite beautiful. You will get a fair idea about it. Wanted to know more about pandas, you can just go here and you can get an idea about that, right? Now, so this will look like this, okay, and pandas, so it will be look like this, right? Now moving to the Python basics, right? So the how the downloading of Python or Anaconda will happen, right? You can also do from www.python.org. You can also download the other kernels like PyCharm and Spider as well. Okay, let's talk about the introduction part. So what is Python? Python is a popular programming language, right? It was created by Kudo when Rossum and released in 1991. It's quite a old language, right? It is used for what? It's used for web development, server-side software development, mathematics, and system scripting as well. Now, what Python can do? So Python can be used on a server or to create the web application, to create a workflow. It could be, can connect to the database system as well to read and modify files. And why Python? Because the way we have the use the English language, right? The sentences. Similarly, Python is quite easy to learn, right? So you will get in my upcoming video why Python is quite easy. The code are quite easy to understand, right? And it's a simple syntax similar to the English language, as I told you, right? And it can be treated in a way, an object oriented way, or a functional way as well, right? and it's good to know what Python was, what is, and what gonna be there, right? Python installation, yes, we talked about it. Fundamental, okay. So let's say you wanted to create a headers over there, right? So let's say I wanted to create a header called uh, Python fundamentals, okay. So what you need to do is you need to put a hash over there, right? One hash, okay. Then two hash is for header two. Yeah, if you can click over here, you will get a fair idea about one hash for the first header, two hash for the second one. Okay, you need to put space over here. Second one, header two, right? And third one for header three. So if so, this is not a code, right? This, so there is called code markdown row nb convert and adding. So this is the headers, okay. So you can see that this I have converted into headers, so colors got changed. Now you just press control enter, it will give you the headers. You can see the font size. This header one, this header two, this header three, right? Now this is the first command. You can write print hello world. So you can, this is a case sensitive, Python is a case sensitive language. How, I'll show you. So let's say instead of print, I have put P as in capital, right? So it is a error friendly language as well, right? So hello world. So if I put control enter, okay. If I'll put control enter, right? So see, print is not defined, right? If so, it is a case sensitive language. Okay, remember that. So now you will get an output over here, right? Now let's say you wanted to know, you wanted to comment something, right? How you can do that? Okay, you just need to put hash over there, right? It will be not considered as a code. It will be just moving to the next cell, right? So hello world, we have done that, right? We, for printing hello world, right? Now let's say you wanted to know which version I'm into. So it's import sys dot version, right? So I am into which version? 3.7.4, right? This version was the default version on August 9, 2019, right? And then let's say working directory, I wanted to know. So the command for that, it import OS operating system current work directory, which is cwd is equal to os.get work cwd cwd, right? So I'll see that, okay, it's C user desktop Rajendra Penstead learning, right? Change the current work directory. So if I wanted to do it, if it is required, then and then do it, right? Otherwise it would not be required. So os.10 change directory, and you put the new path over there, you will get it, right? That is the reason I have put it in the bracket over here. So let's say you wanted to execute a Python syntax, how you can do that? As I told you, you just put a print hello university and you will get that, right?
you know learn today. So stay tuned and do subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Thank you so much for your time. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.